That was weird. Hello and welcome back to my channel, TorAthena, where today I'm doing something I haven't done in nearly a year. I am doing a Q&A, because why not? I actually had an overwhelming amount of questions, so I am probably going to do 2 videos. One for YouTube, one for Patreon. I don't know, we'll see. But let's begin. Kyle Dean asked, you can have 3 taps installed with your favourite drinks. What do you choose? He said you already get water. Okay, so if I've already got water, then I would have coffee. Duh. Or latte. If I could have latte, I'd have latte. Red wine. Duh. And Lucasade before they changed the flavour. They changed the formula, reducing the amount of sugar in it. Just tastes like ass now. So I'd have old formula Lucasade. If that's not allowed, I am broke. Chloe at Colleen's Cookie 3 asked, what is your favourite Disney film? That's so hard to think of. When I was younger, it was The Little Mermaid, Peter Pan, then The Little Mermaid, then Hunchback of Notre Dame. My favourite songs are from The Lion King, probably Mulan. Oh, I don't know. I can't pick. Joe Hopkins asked, if you could be any fictional character, who would it be? Oh, any fictional character. God. No, can't say that, that's not funny. Any fictional character. Probably The Little Mermaid, because I'll finally get the hair that moves in the water the way I used to play with my Barbies when I was a kid. That was amazing. I feel like I've wasted my answer for hair. Peter Pan, because he could fly. I'm still stuck on Disney. Rob Turner asked, what do you look for when reviewing comics? I guess the 2 main elements I look at when reviewing comics is writing and art, because they are the 2 things that when combined properly make a good comic. So I look for good writing that explains the narrative organically with well thought out speech, because one thing that is actually quite hard to do is organic or natural sounding conversation. And the other one in regards to art is the consistency of a character. They always have to look the same, because that's actually not something that always is a thing. Well expressed facial expressions and well placed thought bubbles. If they aren't done properly, they're the things that I notice straight away. Everything else can be argued as artistic expression, but I feel like those things should always be done in a comic. Can you juggle? Oh, that actually wasn't that bad. Let me try again. No, I can't. There you go. I got cocky. If you could only see one more movie in 2017, what would it be? I think I can't think of any other film that's coming out that I really can't wait to see except it, because I love horror, although I hate clowns. Doug Rapson asked, what's your favourite ride at any Disney park and why? Well, I haven't really been to Disneyland parks of any sort, and the one I went to in January, half of it was closed. But the one I did go on that I loved, and I really was scared, I didn't think I would. For some reason I was like not okay being on this one, but I loved it, was the Aerosmith's, was it Aerosmith's roller coaster or something? And it's, oh, that was incredible. And the Toy Story they had, it was like Pirate's Guillotine, but it was the little car, remote control car. That was incredible. That literally makes you just go, it was amazing. Jason Sargent asked, what did you read growing up, or is there any particular comic that hooked you into comic books? When I was growing up, I read literally everything. Well, not literally everything, but I would read a lot. My dad doesn't read a lot, so he massively encouraged me to read. So I always had an abundance of storybooks and picture books, and I always wanted to be a writer, so I used to write as well. And then I watched Matilda and was convinced if I read, I would unlock secret powers in my brain, of which I actually think I thought I did. I may save that for a story time of all the times my dad tricked me. But yeah, so I think there was a natural progression there, that someone opened up this other world of media, of reading. And because I'm a slow reader, even though I love to read, I'm a slow reader, I can read comic books faster than a novel. So I naturally probably took to that because I could read more stories that way. But my favourite book growing up was a book called Dragonsbane, and it's kind of like Shrek before it was Shrek, because it's about this princess who lives in this fantasy world where she has to go to damsel school and learn when to scream at the right time and stuff when a knight's saving her. And she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be her own princess, and she goes to a dragon and goes, hey, can I be your princess? And they're like, well, that's not the done thing. We have to kidnap you. And she goes, well, I'm volunteering. And so all the dragons won't take her except for one. And I just like that. I've always liked the strong women. I loved Esmeralda in Hunchback of Notre Dame because I felt she was a strong woman. So Dragonsbane, I can't even remember the author, but I loved it growing up. Graham Pierce asked, favourite Sega Mega Drive game? Desert Strike, Flashback and Dune 2 are the ones I loved. Lion King on the Mega Drive. No, Aladdin. Aladdin was my favourite Mega Drive game when I was a kid. That, oh, such such a good game. I actually had that on the Game Gear as well, and I loved playing it on the Game Gear. Graham Pierce also asked, have you ever played ZX Spectrum games? If ones, which one your favorite? And he said, you'll love any of the Dizzy games. No, I never played a ZX Spectrum game, but I did have an Amstrad, which had a Dizzy game, and I loved it. I love Dizzy games because of that. 3 people asked me, where did TorAthena come from? Well, TorAthena came from when I was about 16, and I was fed up of playing all these games online, and everyone already had Fallen Angel XXS. And so I made a name up, and I knew that I had to make the word up. So for some reason, me and my dad had just watched it. We're just talking about the movie Tora, which we believed at the time to be the Japanese word for attack. And I don't know why I picked up that word. And then I thought about the Greek goddess Athena, who was born from her father's forehead. So she had no mother. She was a strong woman. And I just kind of felt like everything fitted. So I put them two together. That's why the A is capital, because it's the end of Tora and the beginning of Athena. And then I actually found out that Tora means tiger. It's just code word for attack. So I kind of like the fact that my name kind of means like tiger warrior. I kind of like that. But yes, that's where TorAthena comes from, and that's why it doesn't exist except for me. Except for one woman on Instagram who already has TorAthena, and I have actually offered to buy it off her for as much as 100 quid. And I don't want her account because you can change your Instagram name. I just want her to change her name so mine could be TorAthena. But annoyingly, her first language isn't English, and I don't think she understands what I'm offering. Yeah! It's a bit annoying. Well, my camera just died, but I guess that's gonna happen when you've filmed for 40 minutes straight. So I think that's time for me to call it a day. Don't forget that there'll be another exclusive video on Patreon of all the other questions that I didn't have time to fit into this video. So if you are on Patreon, you will have a video waiting for you there. And if you're not, please check out my Patreon because you get a lot of extra stuff. I try to post daily, and you can win loads of awesome stuff every month. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like because it really helps out the channel. Comment below what other questions like you'd like me to answer one day, because I'm sure I'll do another Q&A soonish. Not a year. I'm not gonna wait a year next time, but answer stuff below. Maybe I'll just answer it there and then, but maybe I'll put it in a video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.